Welcome back to a couple of dudes.
This is my co-host David.
And we're just a couple of dudes. He got a new phone, guys. I just noticed it. Just found out.
Last one broke.
Ooh.
In half. After it broke.
You snapped it?
Yeah. Once it was dead, I was like, okay.
Like, well, don't eat that anymore. The test footage?
Oh, wait, I think it's on here. I think I had it backed up.
Fingers crossed. Because we're not getting that back if otherwise, bro. Yeah.
That's funny.
It is what it is, bro. The odds of us uploading it were pretty slim anyway.
Yeah.
It's still fun, though.
I probably have it.
I just like the idea of it. I like knowing that I have it. Never gonna use it, but as long as I know I have it, I'm okay. Because then when I don't have it, then I'm gonna want to upload it. I'm like, oh man, now I can't. The choice is no longer mine. It's crazy, guys. But anyways, how's your guys' week been? Hopefully good. I don't know if you're talking or not, but how about you? How's your week been?
Not bad. I've only got like 14 days left of school. So that's weird. And never again. Ever after that. I have to adult.
Been a couple of years for me. Longest summer break of my life.
It's gonna be weird.
Sure will be. Though adulting is not that hard. Kind of. It depends on what kind of adult you want to be. If you want to be one of those TV show adults, then you gotta grind. You gotta really grind. But I mean, otherwise you can
just chill.
You can tough it out, bro. You can lounge, bro. You can get this.
You can procrastinate a little.
You can get a motel room, bro. You can rent motel rooms.
Go from motel to motel.
You can get like $600 a month. Stay in a motel room, bro.
No, $600 a month.
Yeah.
Jesus.
$500-600 a month to rent the whole time out for the whole month, though. Which I mean, it probably would be cheaper to just pay every day. But I mean, to each their own.
Got the new Star Wars game. I'm grinding it.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it is.
I got the new Hogwarts Legacy game. I actually got it a while back, but I beat it, guys. Yeah. The story mode. I beat the story mode.
How was it?
It was just pretty good. Most people that died, whatever, bro. People die in the game. Spoiler, I guess. People are gonna die. You should know that, bro. But spoiler alert. Anyway, the last death was pretty.
Did Nicholas Black die?
Who?
Nicholas Black.
Who's that?
That's a character in the game.
Oh, I haven't come across them yet.
Have you gotten all the spells?
Yep. I hate how you have to get one of them. Cause I was like, man, it's obviously the wrong choice, but I want the spell, so I have to say this answer.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. Spoiler alert. Again, because I'm gonna talk about the game now. For anybody who hasn't played it, go play, bro. Go play and then bounce back to this. Nobody's gonna be watching this, but who cares? For the one person that just pops in on accident. Yeah, so he kills his... Okay. Sebastian kills his uncle. And then when you leave the cave, he starts freaking out. He just, you didn't want to kill his uncle, but at the same time, you have to mean the curse to perfect the curse, perform it. So he technically did want to kill his uncle, but, But anyways, he's outside of the cave. He's freaking out. He's like, man, and then you have to agree with him. Like, hey, man, what you did was self-defense back there, all right? And he's like, man, they're killing her. It's like, blah, blah, blah. Something about using it in good hands. And he's like, and you're like, you can either say you want to learn it, nobody should learn it, or you don't want to learn it. No, I wanted the curse. I was like, yeah, I want to learn. He's like, hey, man. He's like, I mean, yeah, it's good to have in their hands. Like, I could teach you. And you're like, yeah. That's like, you have to agree that him killing his uncle was the right thing to do. And it's like, man, nah. Me personally, I think he could have maybe not, offed his uncle. Though, there was a video defending Sebastian for many reasons. But I just think maybe, he could have just maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cruciate him. Just made him suffer. That's what I would have did. Because that's what he did. First of all, his uncle comes in the cave. He's like, bro, I'm trying to help you guys. And then meanwhile, we're getting attacked by him and a bunch of undeads, some infernos, bro. So we're just getting murked. He's like, I'm trying to help you, while ultimately letting you get beat up by these technically zombies. But it's crazy. So he's kind of bullying us. So I mean, it only makes sense to just Crucio. That's what I did the whole time. I just kept hitting him with Crucio, bro. I was getting so sick of him, bro. I'm getting slapped around and then getting hit with his spells, bro. And it's like, bro, can you stop? I'm trying to kill these guys. This is your guys' beef. I'm not a part of that.
Are there any cool boss fights?
There's quite a few boss fights. The last one was... So, the potions in the game, sometimes you go through them quick if you're not paying attention. Because at first, when you first start out, the dodging is really easy. Like, everything goes slow motion and you have time to push the button. Then after a while, it cuts off immediately and it's just... Nothing slows down, so you just have to be paying attention. So towards the end of the game, it was still hard for me to, like, kind of fight 20 enemies at once while, like, 4 of them are attacking me and also hitting 2 different dodge buttons.
Yeah.
Because you gotta hit the actual block button and the spell block button. So it's like, you got 2 buttons you gotta hit. It'll tell you which one to hit, but you gotta remember which one to hit. So it's just... And then sometimes you have to hit it, like, 3 times in a row, but you won't know unless you do the first one, and then you'll see if you gotta... It's confusing, but... So I went to the final boss fight with, like, 2 potions left. And it was, like, three parts of the boss fight. I got through the first 2 parts, and then I had no more potions left. And I kept dying. So I had to keep restarting that last part over and over. And I was like, bro, I can't do this without at least a couple potions. So I had to hit Abandon Quest. I was so mad about it.
Go in with more potions.
Yep, I went, got as many, I got maxed out to 25 potions.
Jeez.
Went back in there, and I only used, like, 4. Like, I was like, man, he was so much easier to defeat with having potions. And I didn't even have to use any of them.
It's a mental thing.
No, I don't know, man. It's crazy. I think it was a mental thing, because I was, like, sweating, bro. I was like, bro. I had changed my shirt, like, 3 times.
Really?
I was like, why am I sweating so
Jesus,
much?
bro.
This is not that intense.
I mean, my hands usually just get really sweaty and then my face, but I don't get sweaty to the point I have to change a shirt.
Yeah, I was dying, man. I was so stressed. My hands were shaking a little bit. I was like, dodge.
Yeah, right? You get a little bit scared.
Because, like, there's so much stuff you have to do to kill him. And it's... with 0 revives, like, you only have 1 health bar, bro. It's just a little health bar.
Yeah.
And his attacks are pretty strong, bro. Like, 2 hits and you're done for. If you're lucky, which I got lucky 2 times, well, multiple times. I got lucky where you knocked me down to just like a sliver of health where there's nothing in the health bar, but I was still up and running. You know, I was good to go. But it was just driving me crazy. I'm like, man, I don't want to abandon quest, but abandon quest. Grind it out on my potions. I'm like, this guy's gonna regret this. And then I didn't use any, and I'm like, well, what? What's so different? Like, I even went in there because I used all my potions the first time killing the little goblin people.
Right.
Nah, I had all these potions. I used like 3 of them to kill them, and then I got like my potions back from them. I'm like, why? Why was it so different? Because I checked. I'm like, how many potions did I even have? I only had 9. So I went through 9 of them from the beginning of the mission to the 3rd part of the boss fight. Then my 2nd time coming back through 3.
Yeah, it's the first time you used 7.
But no, there's like, through each level of the boss fight, the 3 different parts. It gets progressively harder, obviously, as most boss fights do. But the last one was so ridiculous. Because, like, there's these orbs, and you have to hit the orbs with the right color spell. And sometimes my spell just wasn't hitting, so I had to quickly go and switch to a different of the same color spell and then hit it. And then he's hitting me while I'm doing that. I'm like, this guy, man. And then it would slowly shrink, so you have to hit it at a certain amount of time. But then he's got, like, this nuke where it, like, explodes, and you have to dodge that, so you have to run away, then run back to the orbs, and dodge his attacks. It's just so much, bro. This is the only game I'll ever play like that. I've never played any game more intense in my life, bro. Like, I don't even play Skyrim that hard, bro. Literally, that's like the only game I've ever actually grinded in, bro. Felt like a true gamer for once.
That's what I do. In the new Star Wars game, Jedi Survivor, I've gotten stuck at a few spots. All the boss fights, I managed to get through pretty easily. What I got stuck at, well, first of all, there's 5 different lightsaber stances you can have. A single, a double, a dual wield, a blaster and a pistol, and then a crossguard, which is basically like a heavy, so it's slower. And I went and unlocked the heavy before one of the big bosses because I wanted it and I knew I could get it. And so I went and faced the boss, and he was really kicking my ass, and I was getting pissed off. And so they have an ability where you can reset your skill points. And so I did that, and it gives you all your skill points back. And so I invested everything into the crossguard saber and my life and force. And then he still whooped my ass. And so I had to switch to the dual wield to see if that would work at all. And it did. It worked tremendously, and I felt so stupid because I spent like at least 4 hours fighting him with the crossguard.
I only spent like maybe 1 hour max on mine.
Only one phase of the boss fight too.
See, but I've never been a gamer before. Also, what difficulty did you play on?
The hardest.
I played on easy.
See, bro, nah.
I got murked on easy, bro. That's just because I'm not a
Easy.
gamer like that, bro.
No.
I'm not a gamer like that. Actually, no, I think it was normal. But regardless of what it was, it still wasn't hard. I was still getting whooped, bro. Then, like yesterday, or the day before, they added an arachnophobe mode. So that way the spooky spiders don't scare you. And I got someone, I'm like, I beat the game already, bro. I went through all the hardest parts with spiders. And now this comes out.
Yep.
Which, I tried out, it's still kind of creepy to me, bro. They're just like little cartoon spiders with like boots for feet and like their legs are invisible. So it's just like this weird like cartoon spider body with like little boots running around.
That's funny.
So it should be not scary, but the noises are still scary and creepy. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
I'm hearing running around me. I'm like, stop, bro. I can't see you.
It's really funny, actually.
And then when I do see them, like, they still look weird and like they still move the same. So it's like, I still know it's a spider. So it still gets me a little bit, but I was like, whatever, bro. I'll deal.
So I beat the boss fight with the dual saber stance has an ability where it auto parries for you. You know what a parry is?
It's like a block, right? Or a
Yeah.
counterattack.
Yeah. They hit you and you basically.
You say, psych!
But it has an auto parry, and so I do that a lot to get through the boss. And then I get to, well, obviously I progress. I'm not good at explaining things, am I?
Neither am I, so it's okay.
So I beat the boss and I progress on further with the story. And I get to a spot, not even a boss fight. It's a freaking corridor. And there's, let me think,
He's thinking.
9 enemies there, right? One big boss at the very top, at the top level. And then there's also a bounty hunter up there, which he will jump down to fight you. The other people are fighting you. And then 3 commando droids. 2 of them shoot you and 1 of them will attack you. And then 2 raiders basically have big old staffs. And then 2 battle droids as well. And I could get the first, 4 enemies down pretty easily. But then when I was getting shot at the same time as 2 people were attacking me at 2 different directions, because the bounty hunter was a mini boss at the start and then he just becomes a regular enemy type that you see throughout the game, but he's still more difficult. So that was really pissing me off, and that was the only point in the game so far I've had to change the difficulty just to get past it, because I would beat them and then I would go up to the other boss, which is also another mini boss but even harder now, but he's still just a normal enemy type now. And he was kicking my ass, dude. I couldn't get past it, so I had to lower the difficulty. Just 1. And I beat it. Now I'm currently stuck on another boss, but I'm not mad, because I know I can beat it.
He's like, matter of fact, I got this one.
Because I spent a good few hours playing with the dual sabers, because I was like, oh, this is obviously better for one-on-one, because auto parry. No, I switched to the crossguard. I beat his ass. Then I get to the second phase, and I just haven't learned his attacks yet. And so I can't.
So it doesn't, do the lightsabers work for different bosses, or?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't tell you in game this one will work better for that, but.
But does it? Is it like a thing though?
No, just the crossguard does more damage, but it's slower.
So it's like the way you play.
Yeah. You have to time your attacks just right with it. And since I played him for 3 hours with the dual sabers, I knew all his attacks in the first phase of him, his health bar at least. But once I get to the second phase, I can't do it. Almost gotten him once, but last he got me.
It's crazy. I mean, the game looks cool, but I don't know. I'm not a Star Wars fan. Not even a Harry Potter fan. I just got it. I was hesitant to get it, but I got it because I like Skyrim. It was worth it, in my opinion. Now, I watched a lot of videos. People are talking about how they'll either update the game or they'll make a sequel to the game. If they make a sequel, bro, I'm not buying it.
Really?
I spent $80 on this one. I'm not buying another game, bro. Now, if they update this one, maybe like the DLC or something, I'll think about it. But as far as going ahead to buy another new game, bro, nah, dude. I ain't buying no more games. I don't even care if it's cooler, bro. I can't refund this game.
Even in like 3 years, 4 years?
Probably not, no. I don't really buy games like that, dude.
Damn.
That was like that was an exception, bro. Because of its open world aspect. Now, unless this game is like 3 times the map size, 3 times the gameplay, 3 times the features, bro.
Which one would they even do?
Exactly. Like, I mean, they could explore like a 6th and 7th tier, but just add that to the previous game. Don't go ahead and make a new game. Make it a DLC if you want. Like, I'd almost prefer a big expansion DLC, where maybe they expand the map a little bit and then add another year to the game. But I mean, I don't really know what they would do. They kind of already completed the story of the game. Like,
yeah,
there's not much they can add in there. I mean, they could throw another big bad in there, but there's already 3 of them, and we killed all 3 of them. So I mean, what's one more? I think that's why it'd be hard for them to make another one or to continue with this game. Besides throwing the obvious DLCs in there, which people are just like, yo, Quidditch. Which people are also speculating that they're not going to do that because of the new game that they're making, which is specifically just Quidditch.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Making a Quidditch only game?
Mm-hmm. It's a multiplayer game. People are thinking it'll either be a full price game with some in-app or in-game purchases, or they're going to make it free with a bunch of transactions or whatever they're called, microtransactions.
Yeah,
They're gonna have a battle pass and stuff. People are thinking
pay to win,
which kind of makes sense. If you look at the graphics, they're kind of cartoony, so I can see it being a free game with microtransactions.
Yeah,
and it's a multiplayer game, so I mean, I'm sure lots of people are gonna get it if it's free. Me personally, I'm not gonna get it if it costs money. I don't even know how to play Quidditch, bro.
Something ball, something.
I know they had an old Quidditch game, but I've never even played that. Didn't even know that was a thing.
A what game?
An old Quidditch game.
Oh.
I think I played the one in Lego Harry Potter, but I mean, I didn't even remember that.
Do you remember fighting the troll in the bathroom?
Yeah.
I do.
That's what I kind of based most of this game off of. My faint memories of Lego Harry Potter.
Were there any trolls in the game?
Mm-hmm. Once you get the killing curse, it's really easy just because they're really annoying to defeat when you got like 7 goblins attacking you and you got this big troll guy just rushing you for some reason.
Yeah.
So it's like you get the killing curse. I always save it for the bigger guys. I'm like, yo, you have significantly more health. Killing you off the rip.
Time to charge up.
Yeah. Once you use it, it's like takes the longest. I don't know the exact time, but it does take a while for it to load up. So that's why I usually save it for like an emergency. But I also got the perk where if you use it, it'll kill all cursed enemies. So I'm trying to curse as many enemies as possible. There's one with Crucio where it bounces off when you cruce them and then hit 2 other people.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get that one so I can hit 1 person with that and hit 1 person and kill 3 people and get done with it, bro. And just offing them all, bro. But I haven't beat the whole game yet. They're still part of the map that I haven't discovered. But I'm getting there. I maxed out my stealth in the game, which stealth is pretty fun. Though some of the missions, you can't actually be stealthy, unfortunately. Like, you can start out stealthy, but then there's going to be, like, there's this castle mission where you have to, like, get through this castle to, save this creature, this hippogriff. Yep. And so, I was stealthy, you know? I was killing everybody quietly. Ain't nobody see me, bro. I'm climbing up. Next thing you know, cuts to a little cutscene of these dudes jumping in, like, ha ha. And I'm like, so they were just going to be there no matter what I did. They were always going to see me. I was like, man, that's so stupid. Now I have to fight these guys. I can't even stealth attack them. They just know where I am. Only part I didn't like were some of the missions like that. Because they just, you get to a certain point and they just, boom.
Yep.
It's like, man, I just killed all your homeboys invisible style. And now you're over here seeing me. It's crazy. But then I kill them and just go back to being invisible. Half invisible, anyway. I really thought you were going to be able to get a cloak at some point in the game. Because there's a mission where you have to use a cloak. No cloaks in the game. Just that one mission.
Oh, damn.
I was like, man, that's lame. I hope they add new spells. If they do continue to progress with the game. But people are also saying that they're not. This is their first game in the series. Since it took off, it's more of just a testing the waters game.
Right.
They're just, they want people to see what they can do.
Yeah.
Now they're going to make bigger games. Which I guess makes sense, but I wish they would add more spells. Add some, I don't know, stuff to the game, man. I don't know.
Makes sense.
I don't know. Some of the game was cool. I wish some things were different. But
I'm excited for Spider-Man 2 to come out later this year.
next month, dude.
It's not next month.
June?
Oh, I meant the video game, but yeah, I'm also excited for Spider-Verse.
I was talking about the game, too.
Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy.
I was, I swear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nah, I've only seen them play through the first one. I've never actually played it. I don't know, man. Like, I wouldn't buy it. I've watched the gameplay. I've played the first one at your house. It was alright, but it's not like a game that I would play.
Yeah.
Like, Hogwarts Legacy was barely a game I would play. I had to get into that. I just wanted it to run around. Which I did, like, the first couple days I had it. I disregarded all quests. And just ran around. No broom. Didn't even know use a teleporting feature. Ever since, like, I started, like, one day I was just like, man, that's a really far distance. Let me teleport real quick. And now I just fast travel everywhere. I fly sometimes, but I mostly fast travel. I don't walk anywhere anymore. I just, boom, here, boom, there. I get things done, man. Nah, but I don't know. Kind of uninspired to get 100% completion now that I completed the story.
Really?
I'm feeling a little uninspired to beat the game.
You don't want to do anything else now?
There's not much to do. Just a bunch of little side quests for these losers, bro. They can't do anything for themselves. Like, without anything big to look forward to, it's like, man, sure, I can save this lady's animal in this cave and get some treasure.
Well, there isn't anything else you can unlock.
Clothes.
Really?
I got all the spells. I can upgrade my spells. That's it. Like, I got 20 more levels I have to go to get all the spells. But that's a lot of levels. It's a lot of just running around looking for fights. Like, I gotta be picking fights now. I gotta be, hey, I gotta level up, man. Avada Kedavra.
That'll probably take a while.
Almost definitely take a while. That's why I don't know if I can, It's gonna take me a very long time to complete it. I've never even 100% beat Skyrim. But the fact that it's so easy to just replay it and do something different every time is crazy.
Did you fight the dragon?
In Skyrim or what?
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah, I've beat the Skyrim storyline before.
Oh.
Just not 100%.
Oh.
Like, I don't run around doing all the side quests.
Yeah, it's a very big game, though. There's a lot of side quests.
Yeah. The game is side quests, bro. With the sample of story in it.
Side quest the game. The true side quest is the story.
The main difference between Skyrim and Hogwarts Legacy is the traveling in the game. Like, you gotta pretty much run everywhere you go. In a horse, I hate horses in Skyrim. Once you get on a horse, bro, the second you fast travel, it's just gonna teleport with you. Like, you can leave it behind, run around the game, but the second you fast travel, it's gonna be right there. For the rest of the game. There's no getting rid of it.
Does it follow you or not?
It doesn't follow you, it just every time you fast travel, it's just right next to you. And it annoys me, so
Can you kill it?
You can kill it, but then you're gonna be chased by the guards. You're gonna have a bounty on you for the rest of the game. Until you go to jail.
Why don't you fast travel somewhere where there are no guards, kill it, and fast travel to where you want to go?
No, they know. They know unless you do survival mode.
A broken game.
Which survival mode is if there's nobody around you, you're off the hooks. Like one time I killed the guard and it was like, oh, bounty. Then I killed the other guard. It's like, boom. no witnesses. And I was like, yeah, no witnesses. That's what I like to see. Didn't know that was gonna happen. I saved right before I killed him. I was fully ready to just hit the load button again. I just wanted to kill him because he said something smart to me. And then I was like, oh, I don't even gotta redo that. He can stay dead. Bet. I just dragged his body off the path. But no, Hogwarts Odyssey, it's not bad. It's a pretty fun game. I don't know if I'm gonna replay it though.
Yeah.
I think there's not really a point to replaying it. People are saying to do different choices, but it's all leading to the same outcome anyway. Like, yeah, it'll affect relationships.
Is there a new game plus?
No.
Oh.
I don't believe there's any benefits if you just play it again. I think it's just, new game.
Well, if they do new game plus eventually, because sometimes they add it after, you could do it again.
I know.
Not kill your uncle, maybe.
If you have it on PS5, there's one extra quest that you can do that allows you to own your own shop. But
PS5 exclusive.
they're not adding that to Xbox until next year.
That's
after February.
Stupid. Why?
It's just a PS5 exclusive, and they said that they're gonna add it to Xbox and PC next year. Which first when I heard about it, I was like, oh, it's got to be a PC exclusive. Nah, they picked PlayStation 5 of all. I'm like, why that? I guess it might be the biggest selling right now, but like, still thought it would be like a PC thing. But nah, they really favor PlayStation, bro. People are speculating a new game as well, though, because they got like a new team or something with them, or at least they're hiring for a new team. But I don't know. Whatever they put out, cool for them, but I'm probably not gonna buy it. I just wanted this game. Unless you're gonna refund me, then I'll buy the new game.
Yeah, I'll definitely get the third Star Wars game if they make it, which I'm sure they will.
I just don't know what they're gonna do for a sequel in Hogwarts Legacy. Like, they skipped the first 5 years, bro.
Right.
Like, I mean, I guess they could make one where you have to go through all 7 years as just a regular Hogwarts student. That's what most people are kind of expecting. But I mean, I like the way that they did this story. It was interesting. For the first time. Now that I already know everything that's going to happen, it's like, it doesn't really matter what I do, I'm going to get to the same outcome. There's only one ending in the game, so I mean. Similarly to Skyrim, there's only one ending in the game. That's why I only played the story like once, and now I just mess around every time. But one time I was in the war for this team, then I was in the war for the other team. One time I was just a bad guy, then I was just a good guy, then I was just a civilian. You know, I'm just doing everything in Skyrim. Sometimes I'm a powerful person, sometimes I'm just a casual adventurer, you know? Whatever I want to be. Mods really make the game the game.
I was just about to say,
Like, if
mods
Hogwarts
are
Legacy on the Xbox had so many access to mods, bro, I'd probably be playing a lot of them. I do think it would be more fun with other people. So, hashtag PC players for the win. Because that mod's getting worked on.
Modded multiplayer?
By the same people that made the modded Skyrim for multiplayer.
That's whack.
It was cool, though. I was like, yo, I'm trying to play Skyrim with friends. So, it was very buggy, though, from what I've seen. But people are saying they'd still prefer that. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, they kind of seem like, who cares if it's a little buggy? I'm sure it's more fun. It's like, dog, they kind of... Whole point was that it's not buggy. Beta testers, man, I swear. I was like, yeah, put this in the game. Like, no, man, let it get better. Let it improve.
Apparently there have been a lot of bugs and issues that people have been having with the new Star Wars game. I'm fine. I've been good. But especially PC gamers with better high-end PCs have been experiencing a lot of troubles. But a little bit on Xbox and PlayStation too. And so a bunch of people are mad.
I mean, I don't think all games are going to
most...
have bugs.
Yeah, but it seems like a lot of games nowadays are coming out in unplayable states. But this game wasn't unplayable for me.
Yeah, the critics out there, man. Like, the only bugs I've noticed in Hogwarts Legacy is sometimes my robe will like glitch. Like the bottom of it will like rotate and like cut through my body, and it looks weird. But then it's like, yeah, okay. Or sometimes when like a cutscene will be really grainy for a second, it's really weird. It's like, what? But no, I haven't noticed any bugs.
This game's more polished than the first one, but it's still a little janky.
Is the combat the same, or is it improved?
It's the single bladed is pretty much the same. There's few different combos, but the double bladed it feels way better in this game. In the last game, it just didn't feel right. So yeah, I'd say it's better and improved. And obviously, there's 3 more stances this time. So it's dope.
That's a single player game, right?
Yeah. I got the blaster stance. I started messing around with it. It's like, hey, this is awesome. I'm gonna use this for a while. And then I immediately got the cross guard right after that, and I was like, okay.
Is it open world style or no?
There's one big main world that it's pretty big. I haven't explored all of it, and then there's a few other side worlds that you can go on, like the first game. But the big world is way bigger than any of the other ones in the last game. So yeah, it's basically open world.
Better than the first one?
Yeah, way better.
I haven't played the
I
first
still
one.
like the first one a lot though.
I watched you play the first one. It's on Game Pass. I think I can play the second one almost. I think they're going to put that one on the EA Plus or the Game Pass.
Really?
Not right now, because it just came out.
Yeah.
But eventually, I'm sure they will. But only because they put the first one on there. I think it's their way of promoting games. They put it on there for like a little bit, so you play it, and you get halfway through, they take it off.
Yeah, I need to finish.
Mm-hmm. They've done that with a few games that I played. Didn't buy them. Forgot about them, actually, but I was like, man, I didn't even get to beat the game yet. Darn. Oh, well. You win some, you lose some.
In the first game, you couldn't, like, dismember any human characters, but now you can. You, like, chop their arms and legs off, so it's way better.
One thing I hate about games is their inaccuracy to what the weapons can do. Like, I think one hit from a lightsaber should just kill them off rip, bro.
Well, it does with a lot of enemies.
A lot of enemies.
Yeah.
I think if you're hitting a boss, you should still cut through their limbs or not hit them at all, bro.
Yeah,
and
you
same
do
with
have
Harry
to hit
Potter.
a
Like,
lot to win.
how is a wand? How am I hitting you like 100 times and you're just unfazed? How am I letting you on fire and you're
then
alive?
They hit me 3 times, or sometimes 1 time, and I'm dead.
But no game would be fun if they were realistic. They'd be too easy.
Yeah. Well, there is an option for the New Game Plus, 1 hit, 1 kill, but that also applies to you. So I'm definitely gonna try that when I get to it.
That sounds kind of fun. Sounds extremely difficult, but
Yeah.
I think if games are more realistic, I don't know if other people would play it or not. I would. I'd play a game where like everything's accurate.
Yeah.
You jump off a cliff, you break your legs. Nah, people get so mad at that. They'd be like, bro.
Someone shoots you in Star Wars, you die unless
You bleed out.
Unless you're a blaster main character.
Even if you're the main character, you still bleed out. Unless you have armor on, and you're lucky. You just get wounded. I don't know. I think a game would be really cool with that kind of feature in it, where things are super realistic. You have a stamina that's accurate, not just a whoop. I can really get like if you run out of stamina, your character is weak. And he stays weak for a while as his stamina slowly regenerates.
So you want a super realistic game.
Super realistic game, bro. You get shot in the hip, your character's like, oh. Now he's limping a little bit because he's wounded. He's running out of energy. Your health doesn't go up based on medkits and heals. Goes based up on legitimacy. Like you gotta go to the hospital for that treatment.
Well, there's not a hospital in the game.
Well, duh, because it's Star Wars.
Well, not just Star Wars, like anything in general. Well, there's not a hospital.
There's technically a hospital in Hogwarts Legacy. But you can't go
A
to that.
medical wing.
There is actually a medical wing, yes. There's a few times where you have to go to it.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is to talk to a professor. One of them you have to sneak in through it. But
there's some crazy customization options in this game compared to the first one. In the first one, you could only change the color of his outfit, and there was only like 5 choices for that. And then there was just a whole bunch of ponchos. And then that was it.
Can you change his hairstyle and his beard style?
Yeah, the new one, and all his clothes. And then each individual clothes set comes with its own colors as well. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, you can give him a mullet, a big bushy beard, big old mustache, goatee, whatever you want. really funny. People have made him look ridiculous.
I would too. I wish I took it. He had more options. They only have a few. A lot of the characters actually look the same if you pay close attention. Like one of the random characters in Hogsmeade, the main town, looks exactly exactly just complete copy of one of the professors at the school, just with different clothes on and a different voice actor. But it's like the same character model. I'm like,
maybe they're twins.
y'all really did not try hard at all, bro. They don't even have the same name, bro. And not even the same last name, bro. Crazy. I guess that's it then, though.
All right.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our video game reviews.
Yeah.
Cause we're a review channel now.
This was a nice, easy episode, I'd say.
Yeah. I wasn't disinterested, guys. I feel like I was just kind of. No, I was listening. That's just my listening face.
Yeah.
But keep it easy.
Stay greasy.